We ready? Okay. The Riverside PIO, everybody. Phil Pitchford will give an intro.
So, you're good to go? Okay. Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Phil Pitchford. I'm the Public Information Officer for the City of Riverside. Thank you for coming today. We're going to have a press conference today to talk about an issue in our community dealing with fireworks and some of the issues that our fire and police departments face every year. We're going to have initial comments by Mayor Rusty Bailey. He'll be followed by Captain Brian Gazzetta. That's BrianGuzzetta. And he's the Public Information Officer for the Riverside Fire Department. And he'll be followed by Councilmember Jim Perry, common spelling. And then we'll end up with Police Chief Sergio Diaz. So without any further notice, Mayor Bailey. I got you.
Good morning, and thank you for coming out for this important safety message at the beginning of the summer season here. Riverside, there's no doubt in any of our minds, Riverside is a patriotic community. And we love to celebrate our nation's independence, but we love to celebrate it the right way. By that I mean we celebrate as a community without illegal items like this. The police have this removed. A gust of wind has blessed us here in Riverside. Many hands it takes to make this happen. So let me start that over again. We celebrate our nation's independence the right way in Riverside. And by that I mean we celebrate as a community without illegal fireworks. Fireworks are illegal in Riverside because of the many ways in which they can be harmful to our community. Our residents, our firefighters, our children, our veterans, our pets, they all suffer in varying degrees when fireworks find their way into our neighborhoods. I'm here today with a fellow elected official and representatives from our police and fire departments to encourage Riversiders to make the right decision for Independence Day. Don't risk any injury to yourself, your family, or a first responder. And keep yourself from being cited and fined. Keep fireworks away from your family, your friends, and our community by making the decision to celebrate our country's independence in a responsible and family-friendly manner. We're fortunate in Riverside to have first-class fireworks displays at 2 locations in our city. Not just 1, but 2 locations, and it's free of charge. These fireworks shows at Mount Rubidoux and La Sierra Park are great opportunities to celebrate our nation, our freedom, and our way of life. So again, make the right decision and head to the park, not the fireworks stand. Now I'd like to bring up, as mentioned, our Captain PIO from the Fire Department, Brian Guzzetta, who can speak about the dangerous effects of fireworks present in our community. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. Fireworks for the fire department are bittersweet. As the mayor had already mentioned, fireworks, or the 4th of July, stands for everything that we like about the city. A long summer weekend, a holiday, the patriotism, the birth of our nation. Many of us will be enjoying barbecues, times with friends and family. But on the other hand, as a firefighter, we know that the 4th of July is going to bring with it one of our busiest days. We're going to see a heightened call for service within the city. And the majority of those calls are going to be firework related. This year, that problem is going to be compounded with our winter and spring that we've already experienced. Earlier this year, we had one of the best winters and spring in our city. We remember the days of rainfall, cool days, the green hillsides, the super bloom. Well, that super bloom has now become dead grass on our hillsides. All that rain produced all that beautiful grass is now fuel waiting everywhere we look in the city. So when we take the illegal firework activity that we have and we compound that with the available fuel that's readily available, it sets us up for a scenario of grave danger here in the city. There are a lot of busy days here in the city for the fire department. Many of those days, though, are out of our control. There's days of extreme temperature. There are days that the wind blows. There are days when we have flooding rains. The fire department is ready in response to those. But when it comes to the 4th of July and the fireworks, this is a preventable situation here in the city. The elevated numbers of fires and medical aids that we have and that we experience on the 4th of July can be entirely eliminated with the reduction of illegal fireworks here in the city. And that's why the city is taking such a strong stance on trying to eliminate the use of illegal fireworks here in the city. To compound that, many of the injuries and fires that we experience here in the city are not associated with the people firing off fireworks. It's the innocent victims that are typically the individuals that we encounter. The firework that flies in the air and lands 3 houses down, that starts a fire or their house on fire, their backyard. The errant firework that hits a young child and an innocent victim. So we ask all of our citizens to enjoy the fireworks that are free and available here in our city. Stay away from illegal fireworks, especially the aerial fireworks that are not only illegal here in the city of Riverside, but illegal in the entire state of California. So I'd like to bring up Councilman Perry, who is going to talk about some of our safe alternatives this 4th of July.
Well, thank you, and welcome to Riverside. The 4th of July is upon us, and as the mayor was saying, we are very patriotic here in Riverside. We want people to celebrate the 4th of July, but do it in a safe and sane manner. And that's what we produce here in Riverside. We have 2 firework displays that are safe, and they're run by individuals who have the safety certifications behind them. One is right behind me here at Mount Rubidoux, the other is at La Sierra. So we have an opportunity on both sides of our town to provide a free and safe firework display where people can go spend the day with their family and friends and have a great time enjoying and celebrating the 4th of July. Fireworks, they're just not safe in the hands of the wrong people. Across this nation on an annual basis, over 10,000 people are injured by the use of fireworks. That's 10,000. And of those 10,000, 40% are children. It causes many issues within our neighborhoods and our community throughout the entire city of Riverside. We have people with PTSD who have served in our military service, and unfortunately, due to their service and some of their experience, they experience this phenomenon that comes upon and does not help them. We have families who just can't live within their neighborhoods and live in a safe and have the quality of life that they so rightfully deserve in what we produce here in Riverside. And then there's the issue with our animals. Our animals, where we have within the safe confines of our homes and neighborhoods, they often get loose, and then we get the burden of having to find them and get them returned to their neighbors. As a community and as the mayor and as a city council, we've taken a very proactive approach to try to eliminate firework usage in the city of Riverside. That's where we have the $1,000 fine. But it doesn't just end there. The $1,000 fine is not only for the individual, but it can also be for a property owner who allows firework usage at their property. In addition, we can also we have the ability to come back on people who violate our firework ordinance with being able to charge them for the amount of time that our public safety personnel spend on having to enforce firework municipal code. So we want people to be safe, we want people to be able to celebrate the 4th of July, and we want to be able to do it as a community without having any injury or issues within our neighborhoods. With that, I would like to take a moment and introduce our police chief, Sergio Diaz.
Good morning. I wanted to reiterate, first of all, some of the points that Councilman Perry made. Our police and fire departments take very seriously the issue of fireworks on the 4th of July and in the weeks leading up to that. So much so that on that date and in the weeks leading up to the 4th, your police and fire departments are working together in a task force configuration, responding to calls of fireworks, and arresting and citing people that we find in possession of and lighting illegal fireworks. And I want to make this point very clear. All fireworks are illegal in the city of Riverside. There is no such thing as a legal or a safe firework, because in fact they are not safe. They are not safe in the hands of untrained persons. And I want to reiterate what the councilman said about our vets and our animals. Our dispatchers at the Police and Fire Dispatch Center talk to people each year who are traumatized and disturbed and can't rest and can't enjoy life because they're hearing fireworks pop off all around them. And we get many calls of runaway animals also because of the reaction to the loud noises. People in Riverside can report illegal fireworks by calling 951-354-2007. Again, 951-354-2007, or by dialing 311 on landline or on a cell phone dialing 951-826-5311. Again, if you're experiencing, if you hear, if you know about where fireworks are being set off during other than business hours, you can call the non-emergency number at Police and Fire Dispatch, 354-2007. Thank you very much. And now I think that the mayor has some closing statements.
So once again, Riverside, we appreciate you all celebrating Independence Day and being very patriotic across our city, but doing it the right way and not with fireworks. Thank you all for coming out today. No. Chief, would you like to answer some questions from our... Do you need me to stand next to you?
Yes, please help. Not only on the 4th of July, but as I mentioned in the 2-week period approximately prior to the 4th of July, there will be teams of police officers and arson investigators and other fire personnel that will be responding to calls. On the 4th of July, the 4th of July is a holiday for pretty much everybody except us. Essentially, all police personnel will be working. Because we need to have people working the organized fireworks displays, the legal displays, and also quite a number of people chasing after the radio calls caused by the illegal fireworks.
Will you be issuing warnings, or is that off the table and you're just going right after it?
This is the warning. Through this press conference and other media efforts, we are trying to tell folks, please, for so many reasons, do not buy and do not set off illegal fireworks. This is the warning. If we respond and we find someone in possession of illegal fireworks, we will cite them.
Surrounding cities have detectives right now going on Craigslist and stuff, trying to set up sting operations to prohibit or take some of these fireworks off the street before the 4th of July. Is your department doing anything like that leading up?
That's the kind of technique that we don't want to get into too much, but I think it is very healthy for people to understand that wherever you go, whether in the city of Riverside or outside, you may be responding to someone who is not who they appear to be. You may be dealing with a police officer if you're trying to buy or sell illegal fireworks. Thank you.